was at the press conference earlier where Capriles spoke, and his language was very harsh language, and it was quite a nice line about the Titanic. He obviously doesn't think too highly of this government. He does feel that it's sinking in the economy, for example, and the crime rate here is obviously a big problem for him. I don't know, to be honest, if people were hoping for too much. The language that has been used by both Capriles and Maduro has been exactly like this. He mentioned the word genocide. I mean, I don't think anyone genuinely believes that a genocide has been committed here. Yes, the crime rate is high, but it's not as if we're not talking of Germany in the 30s or anything like this. And the same is true of Maduro. He's called these protesters Nazi fascists. So it's very difficult to imagine the two sides would genuinely sit down at a table and discuss today. Even this morning, Monday morning, we were all woken up at 5 a.m. in Caracas by the banging of pots and pans, which is a traditional protest here, but also barricades all over the city. There was no way of getting in or out of the city this morning. This is just continuing. We've had just under 2 weeks of this in Caracas, but across the country, 3 to 4 weeks. And what surprised me, I think lots of other people, it just keeps going. This is being sustained. So we're going to see what happens this week. We are seeing lots of violence in other parts of the country, even more so than Caracas itself, places like Táchira in the west and Mérida, which is in the Andes. So we'll have to see how that goes on. We are seeing actually the state governor in Táchira, which like I said has seen the worst violence. He's a Chavez supporter, a Maduro supporter. He actually came out today and said he wasn't too impressed with how the government's dealing with this. So we need to see how this evolves.